Advances in technology have affected everything from the way we shop and bank to the way we work. Employment has changed drastically as apps are making it easier for people to pick up part-time work, whether it be as drivers, tour guides, or dog walkers. I spoke with those making up the growing gig economy here in Hong Kong about what it means for consumers, freelancers, and the economy. Ah, great.
Whoa, that is gorgeous.
Wow. So this is the gold coin chicken.
You guessed it. That is gold coin chicken.
Gray Carper is an IT specialist who's been living in Hong Kong for 10 years. He works full-time for an American university medical school, and in his free time he moonlights as a Hong Kong food guide.
It gives me a reason to do what I already love, and that's explore Hong Kong and eat good food. So,
Right.
And I can share that with other people.
Gray is part of a worldwide phenomenon known as the gig economy, which is made up of a growing number of people who do freelance work. In the U.S., this sector has seen job growth of 66% between 2005 to 2015, in stark contrast to the 0.3% drop in traditional employment over the same period. Gray specializes in nearly extinct local food tours. The dish we're about to try is one of them, created in the 1920s. Is gold coin chicken actually chicken, or what is it?
Mostly it's all pork. First layer on the bottom, if you can see here, is fat. The next layer is chicken liver. The layer after that is roast pork, and that's a slice of ginger.
Here goes. That was okay. To his knowledge, there are only 5 places in Hong Kong that serve this dish. 2 years ago, he crossed paths with a newly launched online platform called Sam the Local, which links Hong Kong locals with visitors who want a unique touring experience. Tourists pay a fee through the platform to the site's local guides.
We wanted to leverage different people's knowledge so that they can showcase different things in Hong Kong.
Gray makes about $800 an outing, but prefers to take people out only 1 or 2 times a month.
It is definitely not supplementing my income. I do it because I love it. And the money is always nice. It buys me more food, you know? I can eat more meal. Oh.
Do you think you might even spend more hours doing this in the future?
I suppose so. Yeah, if I'm retired from my IT job, then perhaps half my time seems like a reasonable thing to do.
Gray is one of over 70 locals from 8 different countries who can be booked over the online platform. Anita and her co-founder Maggie say their initial investment of $10,000 US paid back after a little over a year. They started with just 10 locals. Now they also have tours in 12 different languages and are looking to expand to Tokyo and Seoul. She says they split the fee 80-20, with 80% going to the local. She adds that not all their locals are interested in raising their fees.
It's quite interesting to us that they love showing people around so much that the dollar isn't always the most important part for them.
She says all their locals have regular work. Some have flexible hours and some have 9-to-5 jobs, only taking people out evenings or weekends.
We've had ones where just individual guests where they'll do like a 10-hour experience. They only have a stopover or layover for a day. You can do more things with someone without getting lost and someone explaining all these things to you. Sometimes they could be corporate bookings where they're small groups and they want to show their executives a different side of Hong Kong.
Labor lawyer Jennifer Van Dale says the gig economy creates micro-efficiencies by using the time and skills of those willing and able to meet the demands of the market. She says the rapid growth in this area over the last 10 years has been driven in a large part by technology.
If this person has a few hours, or you can provide a better service, or you can cut out middle people, or you can cut out bureaucracy, and still have consumer safety, but kind of make it more efficient, that's fantastic.
While it currently constitutes a small part of the overall economy, Jennifer says it does add to the GDP since the extra hours are going into the economy. A McKinsey report forecasts that online talent platforms could boost global GDP by $2.7 trillion by 2025. A survey of those active in the gig economy in the US and Europe shows that most are casual workers or free agents.
They might be retirees who just want to pick up some extra hours. And there might be people who are, say, stay-at-home parents who only have a few core hours in the middle of the day, maybe.
Tiffany is a free agent, meaning her primary income is from her gig work, which she actively seeks out. A full-time freelance makeup artist, she uses an online platform which offers hairstyling and makeup services to women who don't have the time or inclination to go to a salon for these services.
When I started, I actually had a full-time job, so I come from a marketing background. So at that time, makeup, doing the freelancing was just a hobby. I did it on like the weekends.
At the beginning of this year, she went into makeup full-time and says she can still maintain the same lifestyle she had with her regular job. She says the platform has increased the number of clients she sees monthly.
The customer pays according to the menu of services that Sponge provides. They book it through the system. So for that, it's really convenient for me.
Deanne Eunice launched the on-demand beauty platform last November and says it offers opportunities for freelance beauty professionals as well as convenience for those booking their services.
They get more money through the sheer volume of appointments through Sponge. And of course they have the flexibility because they tell us when they want to accept Sponge appointments. And of course they get to grow their skills.
While there is obviously a market to be filled by various part-timers, the Consumer Council warns that disputes between consumers and freelancers can be difficult to settle, and that consumers must be sure that freelancers using devices in the beauty sector be qualified. Jennifer also warns the downside of gigging means no benefits and fewer payroll taxes going into a country's social security coffers.
In Hong Kong, you don't see that impact as much because we don't fund the social security net here through payroll taxes. So that kind of impact is minimized. But UK, Europe, North America, Australia, New Zealand, I think that would, there'll be a big impact that way.
But the trend of technology-driven work opportunities means more options for people, increased productivity, efficiency, and ultimately, profits.
All of those little micro-efficiencies add up to a more responsive economy, a bigger economy, an economy that more people participate in. But it just needs to be balanced so that you don't have things where kind of the cost of running a business is pushed down to the people who are operating and working, because that as a society, I don't think that's fair. That's not how it's supposed to work.
Whether legislation and regulations can catch up to employment trends is the question. With technology driving these changes, the government will have to move fast to keep up to protect both workers and consumers. Now let's